She's telling you she's from Thailand. She's also about 4,600 pounds. And you saw her pick up those little keys right there with the one finger on the end of that elephant's trunk. All Asian elephants have one finger on the edge of their trunk, and African elephants will have two, one on top and one on the bottom. Now, Judy was diagnosed with arthritis when she was 16 years old, so she's going to go over and get a treat from John for doing her behavior so well. And Bosie's going to take over. Now, Bosie is 36 years old. She's from Sri Lanka, and she weighs about 8,000 pounds. Even though Judy's smaller, she still is the matriarch or the lead elephant of the herd here. Now you can see Bosie has some hay in her trunk and also on the top of her head. They'll do that to get some bugs off and also as a form of sun protection. She's right now showing you what great balance she has, and if you look on that tail, you see her tail swinging back and forth. They do have hair on the bottom of their tail. Now that hair is not like the hair on our heads. It's very coarse and it's used as like a fly swatter, similar to what we would use one for, to get bugs and insects off of their backs. Now you may notice it's quite hot outside and a lot of us are sweating. Well, elephants can't sweat because they don't have sweat glands, so they have to have a couple of different ways to cool themselves off. One of the ways they do that is by flipping their ears back and forth. While she's moving her ears back and forth, you can look on her ears and you'll see her blood vessels are very, very prominently displayed. When she flips her ears back and forth, it cools off the blood in those blood vessels and sends cool blood throughout her entire body. They can also hold up to 2 gallons of water in their trunk, so they'll spray that onto their back from time to time. Another way they can do this is by laying down and taking mud baths or laying in small, shallow watering holes to cool themselves off as well. She's going to demonstrate that for you now after she finishes her little snack of hay that she took from the top of her head there. One of the ways that they can cool off here at the zoo is that pool fixture we have in there is deep enough for both elephants to get into and completely submerge themselves up to their back. Now she's going to lay all the way down, and when she does that, this is going to be a very safe position for the keepers to check on the back of that elephant. Elephants are quite tall. It's very hard to look at their back, so he can check for any nicks or cuts or scratches. You can also see the bottom of their feet. Elephant feet are bell-shaped, and that's to help to distribute that animal's weight. It's also padded, and that helps aid in communication because elephants can feel the vibrations through the pads in their feet.
He's like, wait a
She'll sit up right here and give you a cute little smile.
What?
She also showed you another vocalization.
She's like, alright, I'm fat, let me down.
That loud trumpet. She shows you those small squeaks. The elephants also can communicate with a sound so low that human ears cannot pick it up, and they can communicate over miles with this sound.
You know they used to use those in wars instead of keeping tanks?
Now the stretches that she's doing for you there is just to check on her range of motion and to keep her nice and stretched out, keep her physically fit.
You get to watch this anytime you want.
Now we talked about with Judy how those elephants are very dexterous with their trunks, and if you notice the trunk kind of drags the ground, she's holding it up a little bit. The reason it drags the ground is so she can figure out if she has to step up or go down. Not only is an elephant's trunk very dexterous, but it's also very, very strong. She can sustain all 8,000 pounds just on her trunk. Elephant's trunk is composed of over 40,000 muscles. If we wanted to get that many muscles in one room, we'd actually have to have 26 people in one room to equal that. Now they use the strength of that trunk and
pick it up and throw it or something.
logs. They are natural loggers out in the wild, and she'll demonstrate this right here by picking up this log. So that log weighs somewhere in between the range of 60 and 80 pounds. A herd of elephants can clear a pathway through a forest in about a day. So elephants are natural loggers, and by clearing that pathway, they're not only clearing a pathway for the elephants, but also for all other animals that share in their habitat, and that's what helps to make them a keystone species. Elephants are endangered, partly due to poaching for their tusks, which our girls do not have any. Tusks are an extension of incisors that come out. Female and male African elephants will have those tusks, however. Elephants are also very intelligent. You can see her picking up this brush right here. They're very apt at using tools. She's going to use it to brush some of that dirt off over and maybe get an itch that she can't reach. Now, Brad was nice enough to give her a soft bristle brush, but if they do this out in the wild, they'll pick up trees or little limbs that are breaking off of the bark to do the same purpose. She'll hand it back to the keeper.
I want an elephant, Mama.
Yeah.
For my birthday.
Now what he's doing right here is a gentle check on our elephant. Elephants have 4 teeth, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. They'll go through 6 sets of teeth in their lifetime. Just like you use baby teeth, so do they. They just lose 5 more baby teeth than we do.
Jeez.
And she's going to take a bow for you now. Thank you very much for attending our elephant demonstration here at Baton Rouge Zoo. If you have any questions, you can step forward and ask the keepers, Brad or John, and you can come over here and ask me if you do have any other questions. Please remember we are a non-smoking facility and all of our animals are on specialized diets, so please do not feed them. Thank you very much for coming to Baton Rouge Zoo. We hope to see you again soon.
I thought he was just feed her.
Oh, no, freaking block of wood.